Hello creators, it's Melissa from Melissa's Creations here, and I am going to bring to you this lovely card today. This is a Christmas card using the Coffee Cafe stamp set along with the Coffee Cups framelits dies, and we also used the Merry Cafe stamp set as well. I've made this card using one of our gorgeous in colors Berry Burst, and I can't wait to share with you how I made it, so let's get started. The materials that you will need for this card include a standard size card base. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored in the middle at 4 1/4. I also have a piece of Very Vanilla, which is going to be our mat on our card, and this piece here measures 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And I have a scrap piece of Very Vanilla as well for all of the images that we have cut out for our coffee cup. And then I have a piece of Berry Burst cardstock here. This is the mat on our card as well as the stitched shape oval here. And this piece here measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And I also have a gorgeous sparkly piece of our silver glimmer paper, and that is for the little accent behind our snowflake right here. We are going to start with our stamping, and to do that I have my paper piercing mat here, which is a nice hard foam that I like to use when I am stamping my photopolymer stamps. I'm going to stamp onto my scrap piece of Very Vanilla cardstock. So I have my Berry Burst Classic Stampin' Pad here, so I'm going to open that. And the stamps I'm using today, this is the Coffee Cup Outline, which I am using from the Merry Cafe stamp set. And there's one also in the Coffee Cafe stamp set, but the difference between the two outlines, and I'll show you here, is that here's the Merry Cafe stamp set. It has so many wonderful images in it, but this coffee cup outline for the full-size coffee cup kind of has a more artistic aspect to it. It kind of has lines that break up a little bit, and then I really like the look of that coffee cup. Now in the Coffee Cafe stamp set, this one here, not only do we have the whipped cream, but we also have another full-size coffee cup, but it's a more solid image. You can see here on the reverse, they are the same size stamp, but one of them is more solid than the other. So I prefer to use the one from the Merry Cafe stamp set. So let's ink that up with our Berry Burst, and we're just going to stamp that right down onto our scrap Very Vanilla. I also want to stamp my whipped cream. The one thing that I really like about this card is that it is monochromatic, so we're only using one main color. Besides our Very Vanilla, the only color we're using is the Berry Burst. And then we have just that hint of sparkliness from the silver glimmer paper. Now I have some snowflake stamps. These are both from the Merry Cafe stamp set, and the difference between these, one of them is a full image and the other one is more delicate, a little bit more detailed. So I'm using the full image to stamp onto my coffee cup just to give it a little extra character, and you're not really going to see the middle because it's going to be covered right here. So I'm just stamping on the top and the bottom in kind of random placement. And then I'm going to stamp this more detailed snowflake off to the side so that I can punch it out with a 3/4 inch circle punch. And the last detail we want to stamp on our scrap paper is going to be this straw. So I'm just going to stamp it right down there. And that's all the pieces that we need so far. Let's go ahead and grab the Big Shot and get those cut out. All right, so here is our Big Shot. I have the magnetic platform along with a cutting plate. I'm going to put down my scrap paper with my images and grab some of my framelits here. So we're going to cut out the coffee cup and the whipped cream. And we're going to hand cut our straw as well as punch out this snowflake. But while we have the Big Shot, we're going to cut out the middle with the largest oval from the Stitched Shapes framelits out of our Berry Burst mat. Okay, so using your paper snips, go ahead and cut out your straw. And to do that, I just get real close to it. And then I like to cut straight across to kind of give it a more striped look. And we got that cut out just like that right there. And now with our 3/4 inch circle punch, we're going to punch out our snowflake. And using a 1 inch circle punch, we're going to punch out some of our silver glimmer paper. All right, so now we're ready to start assembling our card. The first thing I'm going to do is take a mini glue dot on the back of my punched out snowflake and adhere that to my silver glimmer paper circle. And then I'm going to take a couple of glue dots on the front of my whipped cream. And then I'm going to adhere that to the back of my coffee cup, just like that. And I'm going to take a glue dot on the right side of my straw, and we're going to tuck him in between. And then we're just going to angle him right like that. With some of our beautiful coordinating finely woven ribbon, I'm going to cut a small length of that, and this is just going to wrap around the middle of our coffee cup. So I'm going to put a glue dot on either side of my ribbon, and this is just a very short piece. You can wrap it around your coffee cup first to see exactly how much you need, or you can just cut. This is probably about 3 to 4 inches, and I'm just going to center it kind of in the middle. And then I'm just going to wrap the ends around. And when you wrap it around, to make sure that you follow the slanted lines of the coffee cup, your ribbon will not go straight across in the back. It will angle up because of the slant here. So that just allows it to hug the cup really nicely. I'm going to take a glue dot and put it on the back of my glimmer paper. And then I'm going to put that right into the middle of my coffee cup, right on that ribbon. And then I'm going to use some dimensionals on the back. Okay, and then I'm going to center that onto my oval, right about there. And then I'm going to take some fast fuse and I'm going to adhere my Very Vanilla mat on top of my Berry Burst piece. And then some more fast fuse on the back of our Berry Burst oval. And I'm going to adhere that up here. And then also from the Mary Cafe stamp set, I have double mounted 2 stamps onto 1 block. I have my Merry sentiment here, and then I have the Christmas sentiment. And I've opted to put the Merry vertically so that it kind of gives a different look to these 2 fonts. I really like playing with the direction of the fonts, especially when one is a block font and one is more of a cursive. I think it looks really cute. So we're just going to stamp that, mindful of your ink, and you can definitely stamp before you glue your items down, personal preference. So we're going to stamp that down here, just like that. And the finishing touch is to mount it to your card base. So I'm just taking my standard Very Vanilla card base and I'm going to crease that score with my bone folder. Take some fast fuse on the back. There we go. Super cute monochromatic Christmas card using one of my very favorite colors, Berry Burst. I really hope you enjoyed this card. If you did, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button so you can be notified of future videos, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this card today. You can visit me on the web at melissascreations.com, and you can follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/mcreations. I hope all of you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope that you're having a really great start to your Christmas season. It is almost upon us. I think there's just shy of 30 days left until Christmas Day, and for one, I am super excited. I can't wait to spend the time with family and friends. If you're interested in seeing how my Thanksgiving feast went, you can go ahead and head over to my other channel, which is my vlog channel. It gets a little bit more personal about who I am and what I like to do, so if you are interested in watching videos like that, go ahead and go into the description box below, check out the link, or there might even be an icon on the screen that you can use to get there as well. Again, thank you so much everybody for watching and subscribing and commenting. I really do appreciate all of your views and all of the interaction that I get with you, and I am so excited to get back into my videos. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!